And we are back. What is going on? What is going on? Thank you for coming out again. Hope you guys like and subscribe. Oh, that's weird saying. Oh, make sure you comment
right.
too. Hey.
It's like, we them boys now. Huh?
Oh, no, right? We gotta say it now. It's so weird. Oh, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, before we get started, I just want to say that I was like real messed up earlier this week because of the whole Steve from Blue's Clues thing. It's been, was that 25 years, I think?
25 years.
God, I'm old. I'm old as hell.
A little bit.
I was hurt when that happened. I was in what, like 7th grade. I felt like I was abandoned, like a stepchild or some shit. I was out there fending for my life, and Steve was like deuces. But he did that video, and I was hurt. I was messed up. I was ugly crying. Boogie snot running. Ugh.
See, I didn't shed a thug tear, but I was like, man, Steve is really out here telling me how proud of me he is. That's wild.
Right?
It's like, bro, you don't got to do all this, man. That's
bro, it was
Steve,
messing me up.
It
was messing me up.
Steve came back with like a grown ass man with the little cap on. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was just like, oh my gosh, Steve, man, how you been, brother?
Hey, how's everything, bro? Oh man, it was do you know the main reason why he left?
Yeah, he was going bald, right?
Yeah, that shit. I just want him to like accept that he's bald. Nobody cares. We still love the shit out of him. It's gonna be
it's okay to be bald.
It's okay, bud. It's okay. I'm almost there. You know.
Man, all you gotta do is just grow a beard, and then your beard becomes your hair.
Exactly.
But then what if you can't grow a beard? Then it's just
I know, right? He's gonna be like me. I can't do that shit.
Look at me. All I got is I got like a half Gregorio from Spy Kids thing going on.
Oh shit! Hey, look. I mean,
if
it's coming in
full
though.
Gregorio, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for everybody.
Look, you got some hairs though. You can, if you get close enough, you can kind of see some. You know.
You can't see it from this. My camera's buns, so you can't even see it. But just know I'm pulling on a little something. You see my lip moving.
Look, it's moving. It's moving. Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, yeah. Just a quick moment of silence for that. That was just like, it just hurt me. It was good. Not hurt me, but it made me feel good, and it made me feel like I was like a part of something. You know.
For sure.
Oh man.
But man, if you in your third, Steve got to be about 40.
Yeah.
42, 43.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, right. Steve still look good though. Still, yeah.
I honestly don't even remember Steve leaving, because whenever, you got to remember when Blue's Clues popped off, I was not born yet.
True.
So I think I was. Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, Blue's Clues is about 3 years my senior. So when I got there, Steve was just doing his Thug Lizzle, and then I kind of stopped watching, and then that's when he took off. Probably about a few years later. But all I remember is Steve. I think I had that. I don't know if it was from a Happy Meal. I had little Steve's little journal and his little crayon.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Man, this is heat right here." I said,
that's that fire, baby. What's up?
Right. But yeah, man. Shout out to Steve making us all feel like some bags of bones.
Right.
It's rough.
Oh man, but yeah. Without further ado, let's get into some news, some of the Nerdcore good stuff. What was that? The big Sony presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't even. I'm not even going front. I'm a Sony fanboy. It is what it is. But
that's all good.
Hey man, hey dog. That's what I was on before I got on PC. Like I gotta hold it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was a Xbox fanboy for a while. I mean, that's what I was on before I got into PC, and not really got into PC, but like I was on PC for a while, and then I transitioned to Xbox, and because it was like the first console that was online, and I could talk shit, I could destroy kids. That was the first time I heard the N-word, like said casually. Kids. You know what I mean? Was that?
You said Detroit kids?
No, I used to destroy kids, bro.
Oh
my god.
My bad.
PvPing and all that fun stuff, and just hearing the N-word said so casually. Woo! Right. Man, that was a good time and a half.
And the first time I heard that, I was pressed. I don't know why, but I was like, bro, I'm
You could have said that.
He's like, man, say that mess again. I wasn't about to fight. I was soft, but I was trying to be like, hey, son,
hey,
that's what we not gonna do. But I was like, I'm soft.
I was trying to say it with your chest.
This facade. It was over Axe body spray of all time.
Oh really? No.
Yeah. I was like, this is some bullshit. He wore.
No.
Sorry, I shouldn't curse. Yeah, no, he wore like a little snapback and like oversized jeans. He was some Caucasian fella, and he was like that. My other friend I hung out with. It was that Axe chocolate body spray. He said, "Man, this is some cologne," and I said, "Word." I was like, "I'm about to fight. I'm about to fight." I was like 10. I wouldn't fight nobody, but I was still every time I was like,
come on, man.
And then man with the dead
oh man.
He said, "Look, I can explain it. You can't explain Nathan, bro." But I was like, I don't fight. It's all, bro.
I can't fight, dog. I don't know. I don't know what this is.
So I'm saying.
Oh man. No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just excited. I'm excited for what Sony's bringing to the table. There's that KOTOR is fantastic. It's groundbreaking because like when KOTOR came out, it was like a next gen. Like you could tell that was next generation. Like the forethought they put into it, like the way that you could build your character and just kind of go through the story and all. Bro, fantastic. 10 out of 10. We'll do it again, and that's why I'm excited for this. But yeah, what are you excited for, man? Anything in the Sony lineup?
Before I jump on everything else, Second Knights of the Old Republic. I know that was a Bioware thing. Bioware's still at the helm for this, right?
I don't know. I'm gonna hope so. I haven't looked super deep into that, but I'm pretty sure Bioware's in it.
I'm excited, but Bioware. We talked about this last week. That Bioware's tree got shook more than once. And like they're not the same Bioware that did the shit in the first place. So it's like I hope that this thing is heat, because I was too young for the original Knights of the Old Republic. And I wanted to get into it because everybody was like, "Yo, this game is heat. It's fire. It's great." I played like 20 minutes of it. It was like unplayable. It was so weird. Like in the state it was like really like I had a decent computer. It was like this. I don't know if it was the server or what. It was super laggy. Everybody was just running around doing all kinds of random dare and do. I was like, man, I really want to experience this. But it's like, it's I don't think I'll be able to do it.
I know, right?
This though, and I was broke, so I couldn't really get.
I mean, true. That was life. That was life back then.
But now, I mean, if they do it right, I'll be ready. I'll be on that. But,
yeah, baby.
Anyway, but yeah, no, that'd be dope. But everybody who knows me knows that I'm a God of War fanboy. I always kind of like God of War. Mm-hmm. But then 2018, right? I don't know what it was. I was extremely hyped for God of War to come out because that was the only time I've ever gone to a midnight release in my life.
Oh, really?
Literally went to our local Walmart in my college town. Got there, I was the only person in line. They unlocked the shelf and they said, "Here you go, bud." Handed me my crisp copy of God of War. Paid my 65 bones with the protection plan. Got back home, installed it overnight. The next day, I was on that joint. I didn't skip class. I thought about it. It was just something about it. It was so magical. Yeah, it was excellent. I couldn't explain it. And I told myself, I said, man, I cannot wait for this next game to come out. Come find out. Yesterday, I'm sitting at work. They got the new trailer. I forgot War Ragnarok. I said, thank God. Yes. I needed some footage, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, I was sitting over here doing LeBron. I said,
right.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly, bro, I don't really know what to say. The trailer looks like some heat. I don't know if you watched it yet. Basically, it's basically. I'm pretty sure it's picking up. I want to say a few years after the old game left off, probably at the end of Fimbulwinter, because those who played know what that means. So you know, Kratos is still Kratos, but the boy, you know, is a bit older now.
Yeah.
You know, he's trying to be his own man. Mm-hmm. I'm respecting that. So and then you just got a bunch of more Norse characters coming in. Hey. I think it's gonna be a good time. The combat looks mostly unchanged. Also, let me just say rest in peace to. Give me one sec. I want to get the gentleman's name right because I want to put some respect on his name. Oh. He was a developer for Santa Monica. He I think was mostly involved with like the combat for Kratos.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he I think he tragically passed away. I want to see if I can find his name real fast. Hold up.
So while you're finding that, I did figure out that KOTOR was going to be remade, but EA doesn't really give a response why their names weren't on the remake, the trailer for the remake and all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, BioWare and EA are not on that remake.
Well, you said BioWare is not on the remake?
No.
Oh.
And people asked about it, and the spokesperson for EA was like, stuff. We're working on things. But yeah, hopefully whoever gets it does something good for it and make sure it's keeps that same level of like heat, that intensity, that greatness, that polish. If they do, we'll be in a good spot. But here's hoping. I don't know what's gonna actually happen. I hope EA is just being dodgy just for the laughs, for the lulz. You know what I mean? But yeah.
See, I should have planned this. I just remembered talking about Santa Monica, that homeboy. I'm not gonna lie, people. Our research department isn't that stacked, aka me. I'm trying to, because I saw it in the tweet like 2 days ago. But as you know, this joint dropped yesterday, and all this man Corey Barlog has been doing is been retweeting. So like, I'm literally just scrolling past retweet after retweet trying to find.
Hoping for the best. I know it's in here somewhere.
I'll have to come back to that. But I will say, a lot of people have been complaining. I see this. We live in an age of complaint, and I know a lot of people have been complaining about Thor, because I guess they dropped some character art, like some design concepts. They're like final concepts. They dropped like, this is what the character is gonna look like, kind of thing, right? And people have straight up been complaining about what's his name? About Thor. Some people have. Some people.
Oh, because he was like kind of husky. Yeah, is that what it is?
He's got some heft to him.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's got the red beard, the red hair. But like they went with like the developer said they went with a more Norse accurate description of Thor, and not like not Chris Hemsworth, basically.
Exactly. Well, he was Chris Hemsworth. He's Chris Hemsworth like when he was like that Thor with the gut, the little right. You know what I mean? That's fine. Yeah. That's what they looked like back in the day.
But people like some people were like, man, nah, you got Thor pudgy, man. What? But then other people was like, bro, I don't know if you've actually seen a strongman competition, but this is what the mugs be looking like, and they be tossing boulders.
The strongest dude in the world looks like a dad bod. He got a dad bod. No.
And they had a detailed explanation of how it was, and I'm not gonna quote them because I don't want to butcher it. But they were like, they explained it pretty well, and I was just like, man, yeah, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, right.
But I already know that the sweats is probably going crazy because they have they actually spilled a lot of beans in their little developer diary afterwards.
Really?
But there's they have the last giant in the game. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. It's too late. Spoiler. It's not even a spoiler because the game's not out yet. But like one of the main characters apparently in the trailer is named Angrboda, and she's she's a giant, but she black. Like she might be black, but she got some black in her. Like she got the little braids. You know what I mean? Yeah. She got the dreads with the little pieces in the dreads. And she black, and I'm just like, I already know the sweats is gonna go wild. That they got Angrboda being black in this joint, so I'm like, it's like this. I say, sweats, calm down. This is all like, this is for a game. Like, so like, if you really get mad at this, you have truly too much time on your hands. But I'm excited for God of War. I could prattle on and on about God of War. I'm not gonna do this at the type of time. But all I know is Chris Judge's heat. Everybody in this game is heat. It's about to be heat. That's it. That's that.
God of War.
Shout out Santa Monica. God of War.
Yeah, God of War's lit.
2022. And they pushed it back. They said 2021. I said that's a stretch.
That's a stretch. I don't know.
I already knew it was because I knew they already had the combat and the story laid out. But you gotta remember, God of War
is about
last
polish.
Came out in 2018, March 2018, I think, right? April 2018. I was a freshman in college, so it's only been like coming up on 3.5 years. So it's like that's a pretty quick turnaround. Like, and they got the first God of War out in like 5. So So 3.5 wasn't like, it wasn't outlandish.
Yeah, because they already had like the basis, kind of the groundwork, and it's like, well, we just got to think of a story now.
Right, with the Rona, that probably halted things. That probably stunted the growth of this game by a steep margin. So like, I wasn't expecting this thing to come out on time. So 2022 is respectable to me. It's not like they said 2023.
Right.
And while we're at it, I know I'm rambling, but people have got to stop threatening developers whenever they push a game back.
Please,
it's in your best interest. And if you want a prime example, look at Cyberpunk. They rushed. I don't want to say they rushed it out, but they said, get it out. And we saw how that went. So if you don't want a game like that to come out like that, want it done right, just have some patience. Play the old one. I'm sure there's more stuff you can do in it.
True. Look, I'm still waiting on, what's that? Amazon's New World, because they've pushed that shit back 70 million times. I mean, but yeah, that's just how games are nowadays, apparently. Either they're perpetually in like a state of alpha or beta, or they're pushed back so long that it's so detrimental to the development of the game that there's so much stuff that should have been added and could have been added and wasn't, and then was taken out, and then you have like a bare bones game. So we'll see. Hopefully something works out. I'm pretty sure God of War team is like super good with it, so you know.
They're pretty tight knit. Again, I know I probably recommended this. I know this is probably in like our first one, and I know I feel like it sounds gonna beat the dead horse. But if y'all haven't seen it, go watch the Raising Kratos documentary. If you want to humanize a video game developer, I'm gonna keep saying it because it was like 50 minutes of just it was like a 50-minute developer diary, where all you see is like them trying to scrape and struggle their way through making this game for 5 years straight.
Look, man,
it's honestly quite nice just to be like, damn. Because a lot of people think that these developers are just like mechanical. They're like, oh yeah, they make the game. I get the game. I play the game. Cool. But these are like human beings with lives, and like they sink their heart. They put their heart and soul into that shit, and it's like I feel like that needs to be respected more in our.
Oh yeah, I mean it's 2021, and like everybody is expecting things to be done now. I'm sitting in the house. I want it now. I want it now. I want Amazon to be delivered now. I hit order, so it should be here right now, right? I want the stuff. I got it. I hit download, so it's going to be downloaded right now, right? If I have a cell phone, it's going to connect to the Wi-Fi, and I'm going to have internet. It's going to be now, right? It's going to be always now. I want it now, now, now. And people don't understand that there's like work and context and stuff, and like they skip that like work part. And when you get to see it and see like the actual process, it makes you understand. But I still think that just because you can see it, people aren't gonna necessarily understand. They're gonna okay, cool, that was good at that point, but you don't have to do that now. So you got all this money, so it's got to be now, right?
Yeah, it's that. I heard one of my favorite content creators. I heard them say something about this just being like a fast food environment, like, and the game is like, I want it now. I want what I want. I want it.
That's
now.
why mobile games are so good. Oh man, it's wild. It's super crazy. But yeah, no, let's just get back to the Sony stuff. I think besides God of War, is there anything else you're excited for, or is that probably like I mean, KOTOR for me is probably going to be the number one.
It's probably God of War for me, but there was that shit. They dropped some heat. Let's see, they got
super heat. Was that Spider-Man, Wolverine?
Spider-Man. Yeah, no. They Insomniac came with a double header, and they said we dropping 2 games next year, which I thought was pretty insane because I played this PS4 Spider-Man, and I said, okay, this game's hot. Then they dropped Miles Morales last year to go with the PS5 drop. And now they're dropping Spider-Man 2, and they're dropping Wolverine 2022. I don't know what kind of work ethic they got over there, but whatever it is, they're shaping themselves up to be the developer for this generation. Because like Insomniac's always been solid, but like you putting the heat after heat after heat out, like, and again, the trailer. We'll see. We'll start with Spider-Man 2. The trailer wasn't like super revealing, but it was enough to just what the palette, because those who know what voice that was in the trailer. So, and that's someone we haven't actually really, as far as I remember, haven't had the pleasure of seeing like outside of like the cartoons and all that. I think we might have seen him once in like a video game way back when, but as far as a modern take on this person, we haven't really seen that yet. So I'll be excited for that. And it looks like you're gonna be looks like Miles and Peter are going to be involved in the story heavily, which I mean that's what they've been setting up for. So I'll be pretty excited to see that take place. Like I'm just grasping it. I'm just making a hypothesis here, but I feel like it'd be like you can interchange between Miles and Peter, and just do
kind of like GTA 5 kind of thing.
Kind of like GTA 5. I can see it. You know? I mean, they've been setting up for that. It makes perfect sense to me. But and then Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine. So I just want that to be like not rated PG and like be a little like
absolutely
something a little aggressive. I want a little bit of blood, you know. I want a little bit of realism.
Like it might not be to levels of X-Men Origins Wolverine on PS3,
right? But
that was heat.
That was heat. That was heat just because it was wild.
That game was. It's kind of archaic. Like a lot of people remember that game. I love that game. But,
I mean, it was in a time of like, was it movie games or like trash?
They were guns. Yeah.
I still don't think there's any good movie games really out right now. But we'll see. I mean, hopefully something changes. Hopefully, you know, we get to some kind of like middle ground where something's good enough at least. Because like Wolverine has that ability, and I just want it to be a little bit of something, you know. I want it to be at least decent. I'll say decent. I'll allow it to be decent.
I feel like it'll be pretty. I feel like it's got potential. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
If it's Wolverine, they need to go hard to go home. Like you can't. Wolverine's like Deadpool. You can't just
half-ass
PG-13 Deadpool.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta go hard to paint. Like, but you know, it was a 45-second teaser, so it's not. I mean, there's not much to say. Other than
not much to say. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, cool. Yeah. Speaking of like the whole Spider-Man stuff and the was that Miles Morales and Peter Parker kind of transitioning. Can we just not have GTA be a thing anymore? Because I'm just a little tired of like the same game that they've created. What is it? How many games has Rockstar created in like the last like 5 years? Like two. Yeah. And like GTA 5 it's been like GTA 5 and then GTA Online. I know they make a lot of money, but come on now, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I saw this as a meme first because, like, you know, keeping with what you were saying, last week I saw that what Bethesda said, hey, Skyrim 10th year anniversary edition in PS5, Xbox.
Oh yeah, that like, shit. Yeah.
And I said, I thought that was a meme. I said, and then I looked it up. I said,
they're both. I don't
know. This game will have gone across 3 generations.
3
here soon. 3
whole generations.
Like
whole generations.
If that doesn't make you think, Bethesda, respectfully, I know you put out a good product when you put your mind to it. It might be a glitchy mess, but it's a good game. I want to say, Oblivion came out and like it was on PS3, so it was like 07, 08, right? Skyrim came out in 2011. That's 3 to 4 years different.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 10 years. We haven't heard a sniff, an inkling of Elder Scrolls 6.
Look,
I mean, granted, they were working on Elder Scrolls Online and all that. We haven't heard a peep about Elder Scrolls 6. But you got time to remaster. You got time to make the Legendary Edition of Skyrim, and then make the 10-year anniversary edition of Skyrim. Which to me,
I mean, that's just this having like a couple of interns fix a few things that they haven't fixed yet because they don't give a shit. But now they do. HD texture pack. Just take all these files and run it through this one program, and it'll give you the HD textures, and just put it in there. Make sure it looks good.
But I digress. I say all that to say, yeah, GTA. You too. Y'all are in the same boat.
Yeah.
Like I get it. GTA 5 was an excellent game. I'll be the first to say it. I was one of the first in line to get that joint in 2013, but that was 2013. It's time to let that go.
Yeah.
Like, I know that because you pre-show you made a point. How much money you said they brought in last year off the back
I mean, last year was that Rockstar made $1 billion. Yeah, just straight profit, $1 billion. They don't have a whole lot of developers. They don't have a whole lot of overhead for that game, so it's just straight profit. And I mean, if you're making $1 billion at a time, why would you not?
Like I get it, make your money, I guess, but at this point, like, again, we're going up on 8 years that this game's been out, and I think you don't have to put this on the next generation, like, because most of us gaming we're still on the last generation. So it's like it's still out there to play it, but you just want more of that sweet monies.
Yeah, baby.
Which we all know, but
yeah, baby. And they made the game like faster, so it loads between characters faster. So that's better, right?
I guess. I mean that's what you're supposed to do with better hardware.
I know, right?
Them load times were atrocious.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh man, but actually, I'm glad you reminded me because you reminded me because of a good example of a remaster. Alan Wake's getting remastered.
Oh, all the games are getting remastered. That's what's up. I mean,
yeah. Alan Wake. I didn't play Alan Wake. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I've heard from multiple people that the game is like super hot fire.
Super hot fire, yeah.
And I've been meaning to play it, but it's just like I don't know. That's an example of a game where it was more niche, but like the people liked it. But like people who, and again, this one I understand because back when that came out, it was on PS3.
Yeah,
PS3 was the underdog of that generation. Everybody was on Xbox.
It really was.
Right?
It really was. Yeah.
Now everybody's on PS4, PS5 for the most part. I understand remastering that because it's like, yeah, let me get some of that right there.
Let me just
then again,
I'm
kind of talking out of my ass right now because I'm pretty damn sure Alan Wake wasn't a PS3 exclusive.
I don't know.
But
I didn't play PS. I didn't have the PS3, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. This could be solved with a quick Google search.
I know, right?
But I'm pretty sure it wasn't a PS. I'm just gonna look it up. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all good. It's all good. Speaking of old hardware, while you're doing that, let's do some tech news because that just reminded me of like the Windows 11 update stuff. So like, Windows is coming out with Windows 11, and everybody's a little bit weary about it because they're kind of like giving like hard limits to like what hardware you can use, which is weird for an operating system, but they're doing it and they're saying you can only use this and this is only shit. It's kind of like what Apple does, but not. And yeah, it's if your computer hardware isn't on a specific list, then you can download and install the operating system from an ISO, but when it comes to like updates and stuff like that, you're just kind of shit out of luck. You can manually update them, but if it comes down to like something, say like, oh, I'll do a Windows update, it's gonna probably say everything's up to date, even if there's like a vital update that says, a vital update for like security or something like that. So it's a little sketchy, it's a little wild. So a lot of people are thinking about going to Linux and other options for it. So I can't blame them.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. Yeah, no, I usually defer to you on things like that.
Yeah,
I'm more tech savvy than the average bear, but like that's what you kind of do. So that does sound quite shady, but I'm not surprised because corps are gonna corp. So
yeah, this is true. But did you find that Alan Wake stuff? Yes.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. Apparently, it was an Xbox. It was an Xbox 360 exclusive.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, I feel like it was the Xbox, but there's like
that's why I'm like that don't add up, Jenkins. So yeah, no, that's why you do your Googles, people. That's because I guess it was supposed to be on PS3 originally, but it was like a big technical effort or something like that. So it ended up being Xbox 360.
Okay, that's wild. But yeah, no, I guess in the other tech news, since we figured out the Xbox was out there doing a damn thing, maybe that's something to bring people back to Xbox, possibly. Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. All I know is that PlayStation fanboys like myself are going to get a chance to play this joint finally, so I'm sure they'll be excited.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's been on PC for a while, but...
Yeah. Speaking of PC, all the like Bitcoin miners and all that kind of good stuff got a good, Ethereum miners too. They got a good bump in their pockets. Yeah. Venezuela went legalized, I guess, Bitcoin as like legal tender. They made it official September 7th, so that's like a National Bitcoin Day. That shit is wild. So like everybody, if you got a chance, buy. I think everybody in Venezuela bought like $30 worth of Bitcoin, and if you buy it now, If you bought it back then, that's you made like $5-6 already off of it. So it's not bad. And people are maybe $5 or $6. I have no idea. It's possible, but there was a super crazy dip in Bitcoin, and then it spiked right back up, and then even higher than usual. So it's good. I think it's a good, I guess, omen of what to come with like the cryptocurrency market and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
This is out there, but you think you thinking about a cool 30 years, which is all going to be on crypto,
right? That's what I'm saying. I was like, look, just dump everything out of your pocket and just put a little bit into crypto, and you'll be good. But like, shit, man, like, what's in your pocket, X? What kind of games you got in your pocket over there, baby?
Oh man, I've two things. I'll get into a little bit more detail about one. Recently, just in like recent gaming news, just to keep me sane, I started playing Breath of the Wild for the first time because I just got a Switch a couple months ago. It's heat. I was kind of skeptical. The game's heat, a little too heat sometimes, but it's heat. But a smaller game that I've been playing that I thought was pretty cool, I got it just on a whim because I could, and it was like on sale, was a game called Everspace.
Everspace, okay.
It's an indie game. It's a good looking indie game too. It's on PS4.
Okay.
And it might be on PC too, but I got it on PS4 because sale.
You're in your PS4 games, like, bud.
Yeah, basically just a space pilot, and you kind of just go around, and there's different. Sorry, someone was above me. There's we got like factions in there, and then you kind of just slowly have to work your way through the system, and the further you work through, the more about the story you learn. And the mechanics are pretty, it took some getting used to, but it's pretty fun. It's I don't know too many people that play this game. Like, against space pilot games, unless you're Star Wars Squadrons or Star Wars Battlefront 2, tend to be a little bit more niche again. But I really, but if you're someone who enjoys that kind of thing, it's a fun time. I really enjoyed it.
Battlefront was my jam.
Battlefront, the dogfighting in Battlefront was honestly my favorite part. So like when they brought that back, I'm like, you almost got me, yay! But then they did that other weak mess, and I was like,
you know about it.
Y'all know what it is.
Oh man, I was real excited about it. It seemed like it was going to be a lot of fun. At least the Battlefront game, but it was something about it just felt like empty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but it was a good try. I think they gave it away for free for a little bit on
yeah, and I missed it. I was mad.
I don't know. I played it a little bit. It was a time waster. A lot of, if friends are on, you can waste some time with that. It was a good time. It's a good time. But I don't know, something about the dog fighting on there, even with the controller, because I played on PC, just felt off. Like, they tried to implement the old stuff, and then they were like, let's overtune it by like 10. And like, you turn and you're like flipping around. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do any of this. But that's life. That's life.
Indeed.
No, I guess I don't think there's any games that I'm really playing right now. I'm really like waiting for stuff more so than anything.
Me too. But I found those occupy my time.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
Oh man, the only thing I'm really waiting for is another remastered game. It's Diablo 2 Resurrected and all that kind of good stuff. What you got?
I found the gentleman's name.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you were still searching it?
Yeah, bro. I got.
Oh man.
George Mall.
Oh shit.
George Mall.
Rest in peace.
He was
George.
a gameplay engineer, and he was the one behind God of War's Leviathan Axe. He passed away about 4 days ago.
Damn.
But yeah, so that brother, shout out to that brother doing what he loved. Unfortunately, he passed away. But yeah, no, he was one of the driving forces behind the reboot, as it were, soft reboot, I guess. Okay. But yeah, so shout out to him.
Wow.
But I just wanted to, sorry for randomly looping back like that, but I wanted to make sure I got that brother's name out there. I didn't want to disrespect him.
Understandable. It's understandable, baby. Come on now.
Also, I know this wasn't on our notes, but You know, it's funny watching the ecosystem between like consoles and PC kind of break down before our eyes. It's been happening for a while, but now it's really happening.
Yeah.
And I don't know how the sweats are going to react because I believe Uncharted, like the most recent Uncharted's, are coming to PC.
Yep.
Yeah, Uncharted, what was it? 4 and Legacy of Thieves collect. Yeah, that's coming to. It's on. It's like they're putting it on PS5, but they're also putting it on PC.
Yeah, they add that like other side to yeah.
Yeah, so like everything on Xbox already goes to PC. A lot of games on PS, like PlayStation, are coming to PC because I know like Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is coming to PC. So like slowly but surely, I think honestly, like it's not going to get to the point to where like Xbox and PlayStation games are just being played on each other's systems. That's not happening.
It's not going to be like that, but it's going to be pretty close. Everybody can play together. Like the games that allow it, yeah.
Yeah, the lines are just getting blurred, you know. So I think that's probably it. I think that's a good thing.
It's hype, dude. I'm hype. I'm so excited for it. I think it's going to be the best shit ever.
I honestly think as fun as goofy as this is to say, I think we mostly have, as far as I know at the moment, Rocket League and Fortnite to thank for that of all things.
Oh yeah,
I remember Rocket League was like, yeah, let's do this crossplay thing, and like the powers that be were like,
we don't want to do crossplay. Then Fortnite was popping the fuck off, and you're like, we want to do crossplay. We want to do crossplay.
Yeah, and now you can just be on there cooling on PC and just be mopping people up on Switch and other consoles. Like, well, all in a day's work.
Right. It was good though. I'm like, man, just being able to like, I played, what was that, Call of Duty, was that Warzone on occasion, and it's nice that I get to like hop in there with some like Xbox players or like PS4 players or PS5 players now, and they can hear me. It's like I'm wearing a headset. I got the headset on, like they can hear me through their little headset shit, and it's dope as shit because like I don't have to worry about like trying to ping. I know pinging's cool and all that stuff, but like being able to like, yo bro, on the left or on the right, whatever, blah blah blah, it's just so nice. And I don't got to deal. I usually don't have to deal with too much like trash talk when I'm playing the game, so that's gotten a lot better. And yeah, it's just good. It's good times, man.
For sure. Oh yeah, that's pretty dope. But yeah, I saw that and I said, okay. I said, oh, the ecosystem's breaking down.
Yeah, bro.
Like, hey man, power to the players. RP game stuff.
It used to be such a crazy thing to try to go from like try to get people from console to PC, try to talk to people on PC while you're on console and shit like that. Cause like you're like, oh, I see somebody's online, but I ain't got time to talk to them because I'm in this game. But it's like, bro, so much. I'm so glad it's working out. Oh man, it's been a doozy. It's been a long time
yeah,
coming.
For sure. Yeah, man. Shout out PC. Shout out everybody.
Right. The only thing I really have to talk about was the whole little anime Jimmy, because I had one anime that like I don't know if you've heard about like the whole like all the coronavirus mandates and all the crazy stuff that's kind of going into play. All the crazy stuff with like OnlyFans. I don't want to say that word and get like demonetized, but like the OnlyFans stuff.
About to get us.
They got us. All that weird stuff. I don't want to have to go into all that, but like, there's an anime that reminded me of like the situation that we're in, or like I feel like we're going into, because like everybody's getting like super uptight about everything, especially with like the Kevin Samuels people, the Red Pill guys, and the feminist people. And
safe.
Look, man, nobody's safe right now, and this anime just feels like it sums it up for me. I feel like we're gonna get to like this dystopian time where porn's outlawed. Basically, you can't do anything. The name of the anime is Shimoneta. I don't know if you know about it, but that's my jam.
I've never heard of that before.
It's just like a whole. Man, it's just like a whole thing of like people trying to fight to get information about sex out at that point. Safe sex, just knowing what your body does and all that kind of good stuff, just anything. And all that was banned. And I feel like we're going to that like universe or that like time where everybody wants to be super super PC about everything. You can't say this. You gotta look at this. You gotta look, dress like this. You can't dress slutty. You can't dress like this. You can't act like this and all that kind of good stuff. And everybody's gonna be going to like this like weird square or like this weird circle where if you don't fit in that circle, then you're gonna be put in jail or some shit like that. It's gonna be weird as shit. But I hope somebody does what they do in this anime Shimoneta. Like they have an organization called SOX that battles, I guess. That battles the battles like the.
I'm joking. I've never heard of that shit. That's wild.
No, it battles the regular people and pretty much gets the artist to draw a bunch of like lewd pics just to get information out there. There's no more porn. It's all been burned. Everything regarding like the female and male reproductive system is kind of kept to, well, you're going to do it in your own house in your safety, and that's about it. You're going to figure it out yourself and have fun. We're not going to talk about it. And I was like, that's just the wildest shit. So it's cool. It was good. I think it's.
I feel like it could get there, but you already know certain folks. If you try to strip that shit away, they would lose their minds.
Look,
so I don't.
Look, man. Certain like it's. It was weird because like something I read about the people doing. They did like I guess research on how being LGBTQ and stuff like that is accepted, and the newer generation is like super non-accepting of that stuff, which is the weirdest thing. I'm like,
newer generation.
Yeah, the most recent generation, like I don't know, the youngest generation out. I don't know where the
like
where
before me, after the Z's.
Yeah. And they're like super not accepting of it. They're like, I don't see the point of being whatever, blah blah blah. I was like, don't do this right now. Please don't do this. We've made it so far. Please don't do this.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I don't know what study it was from or anything like that. I don't really know about the whole aspect of everything, the full picture of everything. But it just seemed crazy to me that somebody would say that some generation is not accepting of the LGBTQ community and all that kind of good stuff. And it's just weird. It's just weird to me. It was something that I noticed. So I was like, look, we're gonna name an anime that kind of related to that whole situation. But yeah.
You going? Wait, do you have a PlayStation?
Nah, I sold my PS4.
I said, how you gonna play Deathloop? I know you was excited for Deathloop.
Yeah, I was excited for Deathloop. It seems like a good something good. It's coming out there.
It might be on PC too. I don't know.
I feel like it's gonna be on PC. That's why I'm not super worried about it. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know this is the second trailer that they put out, second or third trailer.
Something like that.
Something, yeah. And they don't have a whole lot of information, but I just want to see how it's actually going to play. I want to see how people are going to play through like at least like one level, or one part of the game and all that kind of good stuff, just to kind of see how everything's going to play. Because if they do it right, it's going to be great. But if it's, I don't know.
It's got potential. Like I said, I'm not holding judgment.
Yeah, I'm withholding judgment for it for now because I don't want to talk about it too much because I'm not sure what to expect. But once I get some gameplay, once I get some like real time to kind of see like how the leveling is and all that kind of good stuff, it's gonna be a little different. I'll probably give my 2 cents on it after that.
There's a few more indies that we didn't mention, but they're there.
You know.
But yeah, Sony's been the alleged champion of the indies for however long.
Yeah.
Not so much when you look at the writing on the wall, but the energy they've been giving off.
Yeah, true.
So, but yeah, no, it's looking like 2022 is gonna be a good year to be. And if these games come out on PS4, I'm not going. I'm about to get them on PS4. But like if God of War is like a PS5 exclusive, I'm gonna have to pony up that money. And
that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like, man. I'm sorry.
I don't know, because like I know they every game this year is like it's on PS4 and PS5, but I don't know. It's that transition, like you remember in like the old generation. I think the first year and a half, 2 years was like it's still on PlayStation 3, But after, I'm pretty sure coming into next year, it's gonna be fully PS5. So I'm gonna just have to get down and lay down. So
yeah,
as it is.
I think it's.
And I'd buy a PS5 if there was shit to play on it. There's not. There ain't.
I feel like a lot of companies are trying to make you buy the new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, we're gonna stop supporting it. You're gonna have to upgrade. You're gonna have to get the new stuff. We don't support it. It's trash. So, I mean, it's been long enough at this point. I mean, I feel like PS4 has run its course.
Shit. I mean, hey man, if you got a 4K TV, don't. So like 1080p is still fine with me.
Still fine. It's all good.
Yeah, the last God of War looked beautiful as shit.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Ragnarok will still look just fine on my 1080p TV. Now, granted, I would like to get a 4K TV or 4K monitor, but like, it's not necessary.
I guess once you get it, you can't go back. Once you get it, though, you can't go back.
Trust me, I played 4K. I played like Ghost on 4K, and it's like it's cool, but like I can do 1080p and it still looks pretty solid, especially when I play on my monitor. So it's like that monitor, TV to monitor, that's something you can't come back from. I'll say that because when I transitioned to monitor, I said, "Oh, this is detail.
This is it, right?
This is that joint."
The responsiveness, the whole the color reproduction, how punched out the colors are. Oh my god, it's good. It's real nice.
Oh yeah, it's all right. I honestly my monitor. I forget. Shout out to my monitor, dog. I got like an Acer monitor from Best Buy years ago, and it's still putting in work. Just in case.
I know, right? Yeah. I'm gonna knock on wood too, because I got this. This AOC monitor. I've had this AOC. This was like the first, like 27-inch monitor that I ever bought. When I was working at Micro Center, it was so. Oh my god, I was so hyped. Grabbing this bitch. I still got the box somewhere in here, but oh my god, it was great. It's fantastic. I loved it, and I'd shout out the was it AOC? Because that thing is still kicking, man. It's 7 years at this point. Man, 8 years. Phew, man, still going. But yeah, I guess other than that, there's not too much else to do. But say, have a good night.
Oh yeah, follow us on the YouTubes. As I hate to do this part, makes me sound like a goofball. Follow us on YouTube.
I know, right?
Hit us up on Spotify, SoundCloud, Anchor, wherever else things are distributed. Reddit. Shout out to y'all. Damn. And this life thing is just can be a fucked up mess, but if we stick together, we're gonna be just fine. And